In April 1917, a French artist walked into a New York plumbing showroom, pointed at a urinal, and had a friend buy it. He took it back to his studio, laid it on its back, signed it with a fake name, and called it Fountain. That single act, buying a urinal, is now considered by many art historians to be one of the most influential artistic gestures of the 20th century. Here's what actually happened, and here's what's just legend. Why are Mutt? Duchamp explained it himself years later.
Mutt was a play on Mott, made the plumbing company Tay, twisted to also echo the newspaper comic strip Mutt and Jeff. And Richard was French slang for a wealthy moneybags.
Some art historians argue there's more going on. A possible pun, sexual undertones in the object's shape once turned on its back. It's a genuinely contested reading, but the Mutt and Jeff wordplay is the explanation that comes straight from Duchamp. Duchamp submitted Fountain under the pseudonym to the 1917 Society of Independent Artists exhibition. The rules were simple. Pay $6 and your work gets shown. No jury, no exceptions. Duchamp himself sat on the organizing board, but when the piece arrived, the board balked. And here's where the popular story oversimplifies things. It's often said the committee rejected it for being vulgar. But historians who've dug into the archives, the Society's own records were later destroyed in a fire, found two competing explanations. One, a small group of about 10 board members voted it down the night before opening. Two, considered the more likely story by some scholars, the board found a technicality, a supposedly improperly filled out entry card, to justify leaving it out. Whatever the exact reason, the urinal never went on public display. Duchamp resigned from his post on the exhibition's hanging committee in protest. And then it vanished. Nobody knows for certain what happened to the original fountain. It was never exhibited, and it was lost within months. You'll hear the story that an outraged committee member smashed it. That's a popular legend, not an established fact. The one piece of hard evidence that it ever existed is a photograph taken a few days later by the photographer Alfred Stieglitz at his 291 gallery. That image ran in a tiny art magazine with a print run of only a few hundred copies. Fountain wasn't really famous yet. That took another 35 years until a 1952 Life magazine article finally launched it into the public imagination. Because the idea mattered more than the object, the original's loss didn't end the story. Starting in 1950, Duchamp authorized full-size replicas. One found in a Paris flea market, another swapped for a new urinal in a Stockholm restaurant bathroom, and a set of 8 commissioned in 1964. Depending on how you count them, there are somewhere between 14 and 17 known versions today, sitting in museums from Philadelphia to Tokyo. Fountain is widely cited by art historians and critics, including in a landmark poll of art professionals, as the most influential artwork of the 20th century. Not everyone agrees with that ranking, but it's hard to deny the questions it forced onto the table. What makes something art? Who gets to decide? Does skill even matter anymore? A plumbing fixture, a fake name, and one board's decision to say no. And somehow, that became one of the most debated objects in art history. Whether you think that's genius or an elaborate prank, Duchamp probably would have found the argument funnier than the answer.